What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to Raise Hell, Praise Dale. Another episode. I'm Voodoo.
I'm JT Dallas.
We got another round of off-season news for you guys. Quite a bit to go over, considering it's off-season.
Right.
Got some Hall of Fame announcements. We'll touch on the Snowball Derby real quick. Lots of team changes.
Some updates on number fonts.
Quite a bit to go over. So without further ado, we're going to hop right on into it so we don't keep y'all past that hour mark.
All right. Like Voodoo just said, welcome into Race Hell, Praise Dale. Sorry about the background noise.
Yeah, you know, we family men. Suck it up. All of our subscribers by now should know that
Right.
pop in every now and then. First things first, though, there are only 68 days left until the Daytona 500.
And I am excited for it. 68 days till the 500.
Getting there, baby. Just barely over 2 months. Barely. Yeah. First things first. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I know we usually do it at the end of the video, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it now. We're currently at 92 subscribers, and we would like for you to help us get to that 100 mark. So if you could hit that subscribe button down at the bottom for us. Yep. We would definitely appreciate getting to that 100 mark by the end of the year. Be awesome.
I'm going to step away and take my sweatshirt off. It's
Gotcha.
hot now. So I'll be right back.
He was the
Tell people that you got home game.
I
Turn the
said,
phone
well,
on.
what happened?
Yeah, apparently it's gonna be family entertainment from both sides of the camera here. Well, you know what would be nice if they would give you a schedule.
Sorry.
I just don't know where it is.
You'd put it in your phone next time. Just saying.
All right.
Could have gave it to me and I would have put it in the phone. Anywho's, now that we both got family stuff out of the way, we do got a little bit of a post-race breakdown this episode. It's not very long, but we do. I'll hit right on it real quick. So, as most of you guys know, for the majority of this week, actually, starting on Tuesday, the 3rd, through yesterday, was all about the Snowball Derby.
Yes, sir.
It was a pretty good race if you were able to watch it on Flow Racing. I did catch some highlights. Old Ty Majeski pulled off the pole and led them to green and held on to it for, I want to say, about 20-ish laps or so before that first caution came out. Then Caden Honeycutt decided he was going to mix himself up in the game. Caden Honeycutt did wind up winning. He passed Ty Majeski with 18 laps to go. Held on to that spot to be victorious, even though Steven Nass was hauling butt trying to catch him. Almost got him on that last lap. But Nassie started all the way back in 30th and came up to finish second, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ty Majeski completed the podium there. Pretty cool situation. We had a couple of NASCAR drivers there from different stuff. Pretty cool. Just thought we'd touch on that real quick. I mean, it's not technically NASCAR, but
Yeah, close enough.
it's racing.
Yeah.
It's just short track racing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got something for that.
You would probably say, short track racing.
Beautiful.
What do you mean?
I have to start. Well, no, I can't say that. It's probably still copyrighted. I'm gonna say roll that beautiful bean footage. But got that
Whoa.
all right, that's all for the snowball derby and the races this past weekend. Nothing too crazy. Gonna jump over to all the new NASCAR update with our trackside trans.
Yes, sir.
This is why I need to get that that stream deck so I don't have to remember what hotkey it is.
Right.
Press the button.
Well, pushing some not necessarily NASCAR news, but some Toyota news. Toyota announces it will leave the NHRA after the 2025 season.
I wonder what that means for the rest of the racing world. They're just pulling out of NHRA.
I don't see them pulling out of NASCAR, to be honest.
Well, you got to think. Was it the right after the end of the season we announced that they were like rebranding to Toyota Gazoo Racing or something?
Yes.
Instead of just Toyota. Maybe
yeah.
maybe NHRA wasn't profitable.
A fan of that one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Huh? Okay. Also, speaking of changes, NASCAR has changed the Whelen Modified Tour finale, if I can read, at Martinsville from Saturday, October 18th to Thursday, October 23rd, where it will once again open the National Touring Weekend at the track. I promise I can read. It's just saying it out loud is what gets me.
Maybe we'll have to sacrifice getting the stream deck for now and get him some Hooked on Phonics.
Maybe.
So those are some changes, but we got an addition to NASCAR here. Stratasys has been announced as the official 3D printing partner of NASCAR. Wonder if they're going to start 3D printing parts now. Like you have to use this 3D printed junk.
Either that or like they might be 3D printing no, they don't even do the what you call it, where they check the car, the molds. Yeah, templates. I was gonna say, they might be 3D printing templates, but they don't even do that now because it's all lasered.
Another big change. You see some people taking advantage of this and redesigning some cars. But in the American Ethanol get bioethanol branding around it and inside the fuel port will no longer be required starting this season for all 3 national trucks, Xfinity and Cup. No, have to have that little green ring around the fuel port.
I don't know. I could see where that little green ring kind of is helpful because it kind of draws your attention, like for the fuel guys.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm sure by now it's probably just muscle memory. But
what if you get a new guy?
I don't know. I could see why they'd keep at least the ring, not necessarily the sponsorship. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, it'll just go with the paint scheme.
Yep. All right. So moving on to some NASCAR charter options or negotiations, more like it. NASCAR says charter agreement is off the table for 23XI and FRM. Teams only have a couple options to race as a chartered team for 2025. Now, either NASCAR changes its mind, or 23XI or Front Row win the injunction, or they can sign a charter agreement for transferred charters from SHR. So
those are their options to be able to run this charter team. But I think both of the teams have made it well aware that they're racing whether they're chartered or not next season.
Yeah. I just wonder how that's going to affect the callings as far as like penalties and stuff like that, because let's be honest, NASCAR is a petty business. We've seen it I don't know how many times. Are they going to call? Yeah. Are they going to call penalties more harsh towards these teams since they're not chartered, or
I don't know. I haven't really seen open teams get penalized all that much. But
yeah?
most open
But
teams
they're
don't
also
run
not.
full time either.
I was about to, that, and they're also not poking the bear when it comes to getting what they want as far as charter teams.
True. Something we got. Because I think Front Row has actually officially put in the paperwork to try and get theirs from
Charter.
SHR, but 2311 hasn't.
Mm.
Which is funny because 2311 is the one that. Well, they both have not third car. Technically, Front Row has all three. 2311.
Yup.
I'll see how it plays out.
Yes,
A little bit of cool news though. Yeah, 2025 Hall of Fame class for the West Coast Stock Car or Motorsports has been announced. Got a couple of names that you should know in here. For
Only
one,
a couple.
Yeah. AJ Allmendinger, the Dinger, the Hall of Fame.
The
there.
Dinger.
Chuck Gurney, Davey Hamilton, Jeff Jefferson, Justin Marks of Trackhouse. Got Boris Said, who we haven't heard his name in a while. Rick
What
Ware.
Boris said.
He's my mama said.
But Boris said. What did Boris say?
Got 7 people there.
Yep. And if I covered it up, guys, sorry. The last one was Rick Ware. From Rick Ware Racing.
No. Is that where they got a name from?
I'm pretty sure that's where he got his name from. You know.
Oh, he renamed himself after the race team? Got it.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
We do have some team changes. As far as ARCA, anyway. The Pinnacle Racing Group is running the 28 of Brendan Butterbean Queen. The Butterbean Queen.
Butterbean gonna be racing in ARCA. Cool.
Yes, sir.
I did put this note here. I was gonna add the link in the description. I don't have it in there at the moment, but I'll add it after we get off of here.
Cool.
The 2025 mission goal with Drive for Humanity is Brayton Laster, the pizza man. He'll be racing full time in ARCA, and this is something he's doing this season. He's actually had it for a while, but it's just been kind of a local thing in Indianapolis. Now he's going to go nationwide with it. Well, this season that they full time in for ARCA. Last I heard, he already had a donation of $1,000 toward it. That's pretty cool. Even started yet. I'll get that description or that link down in the description after this. That way, if you guys want to contribute, you have the option. That doesn't go anywhere through us or anything. They go straight to.
Heck yeah. But moving on to some trucks. FDNY Racing will be building the 28 truck for the inaugural event at Lime Rock Park. They're still looking for a driver. If you guys think that Lime Rock Park sounds familiar, well, it's because it is, because that's where IROC was hosted this last year.
Sure.
For the exhibition. Yeah, so we might be able to, once they get that park up and running, who knows, we might get to see some more IROC.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Probably only be on Flow Racing, though.
Unfortunately.
Jumping up to Xfinity, our Motorsports, and the number 5 team, Dan Stillman will be for Chris Wright.
Yes, sir. And then, Chandler Smith will not be making a return to the 2025 JGR team, but he does have a deal signed to continue competing in NASCAR. So, don't know exactly where he's going just yet, but
there's some RCR changes here. Chad Haney will move from helping with alliances to being the crew chief for Austin Hill, and then Danny Stockman will continue to be the crew chief for Jesse.
Yes, sir. Moving on to Cup Series, we got Colleague. The longtime Stuart Haas Racing lead engineer Mike Cook has been named the technical director of Colleague. And Andrew Dixon, formerly RCR's engineer, will be crew chief for Ty Dillon in the number 10. And Trent Owens will be crew chief for the 16 of the Dinger.
New Hall of Fame member.
Yes, sir.
RCR has made the announcement official. They will be running a third car for multiple races next season, and they'll divide that among multiple drivers. But we do know who the crew chief will be. That'll be Andy Street. Move up, crew chief. He was the crew chief for Austin Hill. Moving up from Xfinity to Cup there.
Yes, sir. A little bit of sad news, maybe some good news down the road to do with this, but Kings Hawaiian will be expected to leave RFK, but they are currently talking with other teams. So, Bad Brad will not be in his pretty orange Kings Hawaiian car. That doesn't mean we won't see it on the track. I hope we see it on the track because that's one of my favorite schemes.
They got that Kroger stuff on their team now, so
Yeah.
conflict of interest there. So Spire has their former president Doug Ducart moved to TWG Global. Andretti left NASCAR altogether.
Yep. Pretty sure that, what is that, F1 or Indy?
Yeah. I think it's F1.
That's what I thought. All right. Well, going on to Trackhouse, Justin Marks says Project 91 will return sooner rather than later. And Zane Smith has signed a multi-year driver agreement with Trackhouse. So
I wonder what that means, because the multi-year deal, but on the Cup you already got your three guys covered. You got Ross Chastain, you got Daniel Suarez, and you got Shane Van Gisbergen.
maybe SPG will only run some races and swap out.
I mean, maybe that could happen.
Unless,
Or it could be Trackhouse doesn't have an Xfinity team.
no. Unless they're in alliance with another team and he's technically Trackhouse but racing for another team like Colleague or something like that.
Well, that's what he did last season. I think he was technically under Trackhouse, but was loaned out to Spire.
Yeah, that might be the same. Or
Well,
Colleague.
it won't be Spire though.
Oh.
Spire's full. Got Justin Haley, Michael McDowell, and Carson Hocevar there.
Yeah, I was talking about just being loaned out.
Yeah. You knew. Jumping ahead to Motorsports Business Management. They were planning to make an attempt for the Daytona 500, so we'll see that 66 on track again.
Yes, sir. Then we got Live Fast said that they're going to be attempting to race in 2025, but no races have been announced yet. So
Yeah, pretty
the
cool.
intentions there, just not the availability just yet.
That's 3 different open cars just tonight that have announced. Pretty cool.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure JJ Yaley will be around again.
Possibly.
Project 91. So technically that's 4. Live Vast, MBM, the Project 91, RCR.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
I like it. I like it a lot.
We know Johnson's already said that he's planning on racing in 25, so there's another kind of open car, give or take.
Technically it is. So that's what? 6?
6.
Pretty nice if you ask me.
Yes, sir. Ready to jump on over to our race day horizon?
Sure can. All right. With this, we got some schedule announcements.
Yes, sir. Looking at the ARCA West and ARCA East schedules.
Starting with the Arca West. Got
All right. Good.
starting on Saturday, January 25th. This will be even sooner than Daytona
Yes, sir.
month almost. You'll have Kern Raceway to open up the Arca West season. That'll be on Flow Racing, which most of their races will
Be on flow, yeah. But there is Phoenix on March 7th that will be on FS1.
the only race that didn't put it.
Yeah,
What
as far
I
as
said it-
Arca West.
But they do have, as you can see here on screen, they'll head to Tucson next, April 5th, and in May they go to Colorado National. So May they
Yes,
go
sir.
back
And
to the current.
go back to the current June 14th. July 11th will be Sonoma. And August 9th, Tri-City.
Anniversary.
August 29th, Portland.
Anniversaries on the 9th. September 13th, you got All American Raceway. September 27th, you got Madeira. And the Las Vegas Motor Speedway Bull Ring on October 10th.
Yes, sir. Then West finishes out with Phoenix on November 1st.
There is one of these races. As you can see, that March 7th race for the West will be combined with the main Arca Menard series. Pretty cool.
Cool.
There. Then we'll jump over to the East.
All right. So the East starts on March 22nd at Five Flags, and then goes to my favorite track ever, Rockingham, on April
I've never heard you
19th.
mention it.
Oh, never.
We've been to this track. May 3rd,
Yeah.
they head to Nashville. And I didn't put the date on this one, but May 17th, they head to Flat Rock.
Sir, and then July 18th they go to Dover, and this one will be on FS1. As well as July 25th, they go to Lucas Oil, IRP, that will be on FS1 as well.
Yeah, and all four of these last races are combined with the Arca Menard series as well. But August 1st, they'll go to Iowa, and then they'll finish out at Bristol on September 11th.
Yes,
Pretty
sir.
cool there. For those that are interested in seeing how these two schedules compare to the top three series from the Cup Series, the Truck Series, and the Xfinity Series, jump into our Discord. The link or the invite code is down in the description. Do have a link to the full all five series schedules. Let you see what's going on. Cool.
Yes, sir. And we can take a look at our confirmed rides if you want to.
Okay. Trucks. Oh, how did I get off? It sure will, and change it back to the go here. The trucks. Only one new announcement.
Yeah. We got McCallney Higerman is going to be running the 81 of Connor Mausick.
Than all of them. Other ones you see on screen there have been confirmed.
Yep.
Forward to seeing Yunus draft.
Including our podcast favorite, Tony Breidinger,
Yeah.
running the Tricon truck this season.
Number 5.
Yes, sir.
We got some updates for the Xfinity, quite a couple of them.
Yep.
Graphic for you. So first up, what we mentioned earlier, Junior Motorsports and the number 8, that iconic DEI 8 font, running with Sammy Smith Did not release a paint scheme yet, but apparently slotted to
Should be
tomorrow.
on. Yep, I was about to say it should be on tomorrow. Jordan Anderson has 2 cars that are locked in. You got the 27 of Jeb Burton and the 31 of Blaine Perkins.
Pretty nifty. We had mentioned this before. DGM Racing had announced Ryan Ellis would be racing in the Xfinity Series. Well, now we know his number. They have announced it will be the number 71.
Yes, sir. And as far as Cup goes, there's not really been any updates. I mean, everybody's locked in for they were same ones are locked in as they were last week. We're still checking out. We're still watching for our rookies. Oh my lord, I cannot speak tonight. My rookie being SVG, Voodoo's rookie being Riley Herbst. So
At the moment, unless we get some new ones. I don't think we'll
yes.
get any more.
I don't think so. I think we're pretty much stuck with our rookies.
That's all right. That'll
But
do better than yours.
maybe. I doubt it, but we'll see.
We shall.
All right, you ready to go look at some paint scheme releases?
Yeah. So we last week we showed y'all a bunch of schemes. We got a handful 2025 scheme said to be getting on the track at some point during the season, if for not majority.
Mm-hmm.
First things first, this brand new scheme from IndictCars.com.
I give it a 1 lug because I'm tired of seeing it.
I wasn't even ready for that. Aha. Yeah.
And if you guys are new to the show and wondering what the heck we're doing, during the season we do a I keep wanting to call it SQ, but I know it's not. What is it? Scheme scene. That's what
There you go.
yeah, where we rate each new scheme for that week with lug nuts. Well, we rate every scheme that week for lug nuts. 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. So,
To give
that's
you a little
where-
taste, he gave this one 1. We're gonna hit. Pretty cool. I know
It's true.
you can't hear the lug nut sound of the air. Another new scheme from old bad Brad Keselowski. Right buttons again.
We need to
Wing.
get you a stream deck, buddy.
Look at that brand new
Yep.
buildsubmarines.com car.
Brand new. It's almost like we've never seen it before.
We haven't this season yet.
That's true. Just like I'm sure we haven't seen this next.
Actually, they did change up the Castro one.
Oh, did they? See, I haven't seen this one. It looks like a Formula car.
Almost does,
Scheme.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that one off that they did.
I like it.
You'll see it again shortly. Don't worry.
Oh, I know. I've been looking down at the schemes on our notes. I already can tell I'll see it again. Plus, I know the team. This
Yeah.
team sucks at
Having
getting
unique stuff.
Yeah, they don't do any unique schemes anymore.
All right. So jumping to Chris Buescher. Be the Travel Centers of America car, which basically is the same one that he ran in 2024.
And then he's also got the Build Submarines car, which pretty much the same as Brad Keselowski's. But we did get a new one for William B. Willie B's got a new scheme.
If you can call it new.
HPZ or a ZHP. I'm sorry.
Yeah, pretty much the same as 2024.
Yep, I've noticed that that's kind of the common theme with all these schemes around here.
Yep.
And then of course you got Ryan Priest with the Build Submarines and the Castrol.
What?
Looks
That
the same.
number 60 now. Awesome.
Yep.
There's the Built Submarines, Castrol.
I like the Castrol better with the 60 on it.
Does look like it fills
don't
up a
know.
little more empty space, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what like the 6 looked fine, it just wasn't filling up as much as the 60. The 60 looks better.
Thinking maybe next week put out a scheme video like we've been doing for the teams these last couple of weeks. Put one of the 2025 schemes so far.
Yeah, that would.
No, we usually wait until the end of the month, but at Christmas we'll give it to you.
Merry Christmas.
That's all
Speaking
the-
of schemes,
All the scheme.
yes, sir. Speaking of schemes, we have our discussion topic for tonight. Which, sorry guys, if I don't seem like I'm as energetic as usual. I really don't feel very good. So, but for the off season, we've been doing discussion topics to kind of fill the time in. And it was my turn to pick one. So, seeing as the DEI scheme has come back as far as like the Budweiser number 8, what would be a scheme that you would love to see the number 8 of Sammy Smith run in the Xfinity Series this year? Like if you could pick any Dale Earnhardt scheme.
Well, I mean, the given for Budweiser.
Well,
I don't know if that one will come, but
I wasn't counting that one because we've already seen that one technically.
not on an Xfinity car recently.
True.
I know which one you're gonna go with.
Do you think Budweiser would be the main sponsor? If
I don't see that happening.
I don't either.
I know which one you're gonna go with.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna steal it from you. I'll let you have your thunder on that one.
Well, you just say it, and I'll tell you if you're right or.
National Guard.
Nope.
Really? Okay. One I would like to see. I highly doubt it would happen. Mountain Dew.
That was the one.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna do the opposite.
Or I would love to see the Bass Pro car come back.
That was a cool car.
Mm-hmm. The black one with like the DEI stripes down it.
Okay, that's not quite the one that I picked for later on.
Just saying that was the one that like really stuck out to me. Even like the Martin Truex version of it with the one. That one was nice too. But yeah.
It'd be nice to see like the was it kind of like a digi camo that Austin Dillon had run with the Bass Pro shops on the side of it? That'd be kind of cool.
Kind of like a digi camo, for lack of a better. You know, when somebody says digi camo, I think of like early 2000s, like Army uniforms. That's kind of
yeah.
But
well, that's kind of.
I know
it was more of like a Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Camo.
Yes.
Trying to think of like obviously Bass Pro shops would be.
So I bet. Well, I'm not gonna bet 100%, but I could see Budweiser sponsoring at least one or two because of the relationship with Dale. Because you're not gonna tell me that Dale Earnhardt and Budweiser's gonna not sell.
Well,
because you've got every nostalgic person in America being like, "Yep, that's NASCAR right there."
Yeah, but the caveat that I could see with that would be if they did come back on that 8 car, and then Dale would have to be driving it.
I mean, he has raced Xfinity this last year.
88 Hellman's mayonnaise. Trying to think of what else would be orange as far. think Hooters is going to go to the 8.
I don't see Hooters coming back to NASCAR.
Yeah,
Period.
they don't know how to
I
pay
think
their
they
bill.
kind of burned that bridge.
Trying to think of other orange.
I'll tell you one that I would really love to see, but I doubt it happens. Do you remember the Good Wrench number 8? It was black, just like the 3, but it was the number 8. It was black and like silver. That one I'd like to see. I'd like to see the number 8 Menards. It was a bright orange.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Probably wouldn't happen. But you got old Oscar Mayer. Oh, you know what? I don't think it's ever been on an Xfinity car, but it is on a truck car. You got the Tide scheme.
I think it'd be cool also if we had an Oreo car come back.
You know what? Orange. King's Hawaiian going to Xfinity.
Ooh, girl. Think Coca-Cola would sponsor an 8 car?
Do I not?
I'm literally just scrolling through here and looking at like different number 8s. Like
I'm
some of
looking
them
at
I
orange
remember.
schemes. It would be hilarious. Not that we would see it on the 8, but we might see it 6, 17, or 60 would be a car.
Would be a what?
Reese's.
Oh. You know what scheme I'd love to
Cheetos.
see come back,
Fanta.
but I don't think it will? The baseball Budweiser scheme.
Mm.
That was a good scheme.
I don't know who it's going to be, to be honest. So many options.
Well, we'd also got to look at like the regular number 8 sponsors too, like or Sammy Smith beforehand. 'Cause I'm sure they're going to come back. I bet you the throwback races are going to be wild though.
Pilot Flying J. Oh, what's this one? TMC. Got an orange 8 on it. Black and
You
gold
think
with some orange accents.
you think Peterbilt will do like a throwback scheme instead of like Budweiser? Because Peterbilt, they've got a red and white logo.
Possible. I'm thinking it's going to be TMC though. Now that I'm looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
See with that orange DEI 8.
Wouldn't be bad, yeah. The black and gold with the orange 8 on it. I don't know, because I think his main sponsor last year was Pilot Flying J.
Yeah. Which isn't, I mean, that's red, white, and yellow.
Yeah, I could see it going old school, at least for a throwback.
I might try and make that something similar to that TMC. Favorite color on it.
I don't know. I was just excited to see the 8 back where it needs to be.
Well, we got one more step in these one day.
Yeah.
I mean, technically the 88's back.
Technically,
Trackhouse.
yes. I would love to see the 88 run Mountain Dew.
I don't know how much connection Dale Jr.'s got with Trackhouse.
I don't know. Isn't Trackhouse affiliated with Hendrick?
I don't know who they're in all.
Pretty sure they are. And if they are, I know Earnhardt still is affiliated with Hendrick, at least on a friendly level. That, and let's be honest, Mr. H is not gonna pass up a deal to make some money.
Right.
Let's be honest here. But
Yeah. So
are there any other like schemes that you're ready to see throwbacks for? Because since we're getting like a bunch of new numbers and stuff like that,
definitely want to see some more Jimmy Johnson. That's all the time.
that ain't no lie. I ain't gonna lie, that regular Johnson throwback. What was it? Was that this year or was it the year before?
No, Hendrick
Bowman
did
it.
a. Hendrick
Yeah.
did. It.
I don't
No,
remember
it
what
was
year.
just a one.
It was like his normal low scheme.
Step ahead, ally on it.
Yeah.
I would like to see Jimmy Johnson scheme like that.
That ain't no lie. The only problem is I think Hendrick owns that scheme.
Would they
I would
really
like to see
deny
it.
him being able to do a throwback on it though?
I mean, mhm. They kind of did when they were like, "No, we're gonna do it."
Still think
I would like to see a throwback to his Exalta scheme.
one of the best throwbacks that I've seen.
That's a good one. The Ally throwback. I liked his Digi camo that he ran one year. I want to say 2016.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would like to see some Johnson throw like rub it in. Rub it in.
It was a beautiful car. Just
I loved seeing the petty blue on this year.
yeah, that was cool. Can't wait until that ships and
I know. Hopefully it comes soon.
anywho's. If you're listening, go ahead and drop what schemes you would like to run on that 8 or throwbacks or ideas.
Yes.
But that is that portion. We got to go S cube stuff, baby.
Let's do it.
Ready for it?
Let's do it. Sorry, I'm checking my email to see if they emailed me about it.
Haven't seen it. All right.
So far, nothing.
S cube.
All right. Go ahead.
Brought to you by Happy Hour Racing. Like to help out podcast on getting your own merch for NASCAR or Formula One. Head over to happyhourracing.com. They got all kinds of clothes and other little trinkets, and then you got die casts and
Yep, they got clothes, keychains, hat, diecast, pretty much anything that you could want in a NASCAR store.
they get it to you quick too.
Yep, I got my shirt in less than a week. And I was not gonna lie, I was a little worried about it being like a shirt but it wasn't. It was brand new, still in packaging, had the NASCAR tags on it, everything. So yeah, go check them out. It's pretty cool.
Doesn't cost you anything extra to help us out.
Nope.
Use that code RHPD when you go to checkout. Shavings off the top there.
Yes, sir. But so
Who's
your scheme is first.
mine first? Move my notes. Not the OBS. All right, so like I mentioned earlier, I was going to go with the Casey Kane scheme, but then you came with the Casey Kane scheme. Changed my mind.
Mhm.
I went with the next best thing. Dale Earnhardt Jr., baby.
Hang on.
His 2017 Bass Pro Shops National Rifle Association night race at the last great Coliseum.
I've got my Dale call.
Yeah, I didn't really pick up on the mic. But
Oh man, that sucks. Oh, it's not gonna do it now. You were just working. What the heck?
put your stinky breath in it.
I guess.
Uh,
What?
Look at that beautiful camo going around. Might make this one Forza as well.
I might need to change the batteries in this. That might be the problem. What?
Alta Ducks Unlimited scheme that he ran there.
Hmm.
Qualified way back in 31st and only worked himself up a few spots up than that. But boy, is this scheme beautiful. As Jim Carrey would put it, BEA beautiful.
Ain't that the truth? It's one of my favorite Dale schemes. I didn't count this one in because it's an 88, of course. That's gonna bother me. But I do like the scheme a lot.
It'd be nice to see
That it would.
the Exalta come. Pretty much a Hendrix.
Yeah.
That beats my scheme. How about we go jump over to Dally's scheme?
Let's go check her out. I've got a little bit old scheme. Mine's from 2006. It's a Casey Kane Dodge Nitro scheme from the Dickies 500 there in 2006. Then, of course, that race was at Texas Motor. And he started fourth, was running great until a engine blew, because if you know anything about Roush engines were not great in the beginning of the season. They were blowing constantly. But he did finish 33rd. But it is a cool car. Got the lightning going down it, and I miss Dodge as a GM. I really do.
Yeah. And just for the record, that 33rd place finish is not exactly terrible, because that was back in the day when they had 43 cars running.
Yeah.
10 spots from the last place.
But
But it is a pretty nice scheme.
I will be right back. I'm sorry.
It's almost like the interstate battery scheme, except in black fade going. Pretty cool. Wonder what that fourth OEM is gonna be. Listening now, make your comments on who you think that fourth OEM that's super close to going back into NASCAR is. Try and guess together who that's gonna be. That's his scheme there. Pretty cool. Saving my Casey Kane scheme that I was gonna get. Probably do it next week. Unless he picks Casey Kane again. I think that's about all we got for this episode. Like we mentioned at the beginning, we're at 9.
Casey Kane again.
What?
I'm definitely picking Casey Kane again.
I'm going to put my notes and document first. That way.
No, not allowed.
But like we mentioned at the beginning of the show, we are at 92 subscribers. Get your subscription down there so you can help us get to that 100 mark before the end of the year, so that we can bump up to our next goal. Just a fact that started back in early February and we're almost at 100 already.
I know, it's
pretty
crazy.
awesome.
Also, you guys will be happy to know we actually finally did the 50 sub video.
Ah, yes. That will be released on our YouTube channel on Friday. We got a couple more paint scheme videos coming out for teams, so coming out the day.
We'll have to brainstorm for our 100. But then I think after the 100, we're just gonna wait till we hit 200 subs.
Yeah.
So, we appreciate you guys so much for subbing and supporting us. I don't know about Voodoo, but I like doing these every week. It keeps me up to date on NASCAR, even when I'm not really able to watch the races as much as I'd
Teaching me
like
stuff
to.
too.
It definitely is teaching me a whole lot. Like, I understand the playoff system 10 times better. I understand more what's going on. I understand the drama of everything that's going on. So,
Joke's on you.
yeah,
Kyle Larson said there's going to be changes to the playoff system here.
I hope so.
Uh,
Like last week, I think it was no, yeah, like last week's video. I hope we go back to the chase.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
I don't know. I kind of like Ryan Blaney's point of view on it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It's what I base my playoff hopes on. Ryan Blaney's idea.
Yeah. Also, we're gonna have our. Would you please stop? The voices in my head are messing with me.
Never.
So we're also gonna have our advent calendar shorts, that we're gonna be doing once a day. So for you guys that don't know, Voodoo has ordered the Lionel advent calendar. Well, his wife got it for him, and my wife is cheap.
Your wife is not?
No, my wife tried to order it, but I did not want to spend the money for it. So instead, I've got 18 random cars in here that I have not seen.
Do that, you're gonna scratch him.
Well,
Why'd you take them out the
so-
package?
Oh, they were already out of package.
Oh, I'm trying to blame it on her, man. Come on.
I could go ahead and start. I've got 18. I could pull one out right now. Let me pull. Okay, you can pull one out. I will do a little sneak peek. This video only. I'm gonna pull my first one out. Let's see what I get.
Drum roll.
That was
Fine.
a horrible drum.
Right.
Let me have it.
Gotta have sounds on Stream Deck if we get one.
Okay, hang on. I got you. Are you ready? Oh, come on, stupid thing. Oh, I don't have a drum roll. I thought I did.
Boo.
He already did. And his wife said it sucked. Let me have it. Let's see here. What I get? Oh, okay. So this is a 2000.
Jimmy Johnson, I quit.
It's not Jimmy Johnson. I don't think I have any Jimmy in there. From what she's told me. This is a 99. I would cry if it was at a bottom. This is a
I seen the
99
number.
Jeff Gordon. I know the light sucks. Hang on, let me see if I can.
Ooh,
It's
the Superman car.
scheme. Yeah. No, I didn't do anything. Yeah, so the 99 Superman scheme, it is purple. Purple, blue, sparkly. I don't know. Oh, I don't have it out of package. I don't have it in a package. It's up there. No, never mind. That's Bobby Labonte and no, yeah, it's right there. It's my pit road. Up here, babe. It's my pit road. It's got all the people working on it. Yeah. So, but yeah, pretty cool. Not a bad draw for the first one.
It's gonna be hard to top that one out.
Yeah, so that was just my first. How many days is it? I gotta have 18.
Today the trip is correct.
Yeah.
So you need 12 cars.
Okay. Let me see. I'll do one more. My wife's wanting me to get these out of the way, I think. So I've just got them in that stocking. Give me a cool one. Give me a cool one.
Give you a test scheme from some unknown.
Probably. Let me see.
No.
No? Would you just give me a car?
All right, I guess we'll get another one.
Okay. What is this one? Oh, this is cool. You got Dale Earnhardt's number 2. I'm not sure what year. I want to say like this was like 80s.
I don't know.
do remember that scheme.
Yeah, it's like the 8 now.
Yours are all old.
I do have this one in package. Over there. About 3/4 of the way up the wall. You'll see the Richard Petty right under the Richard Petty. Tell me I do not know what I have.
Nope, not the exact one.
Oh man.
Anyway,
Hold on.
still cool though.
Here. No, you don't.
This is the same.
Nope.
No, it is not the same.
Second.
This is the 1980 Wrangler car. And this is just the same car without the Wrangler branding. So,
Maybe they couldn't get the license.
that's what I was saying. This is definitely like a remake. It's action, so it's probably like 2005-ish, around that era.
I
I-
wanted you to do older cards.
I think
Well,
well, it's fine. I think that they just couldn't get the Wrangler branding.
Yeah.
So,
okay, here's this. I trust you not to look at it.
I'm not looking at it. I'm just going. Well, there's my 2 cars for this time. Yeah. Not a bad little. I know, I'll lose it. I'll keep it away from my kids, is what she said. If you guys didn't hear me, I'll lose my Superman car. It's purple and sparkly, and yeah, so I'll have to put those up with my out of package. That's pretty cool. Cool pull for the show. You know, when I get to move and actually get a setup, that one's probably going on the desk. But yeah, so not a bad pull. And if you guys aren't aware, I collect mainly 164s. I have almost 300 of them, ranging from 70s up. Voodoo mainly collects Johnson. I think he's got a couple other.
cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he just started this year.
Started in Nashville pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah. So that concludes this episode. Unless you got something else you want to add.
Pretty much it. Thank you guys for joining, and make sure you get your comments on your thoughts of what sponsor should join the number 8 Xfinity team. Well as there was something else. Try to get you. Anyways, we're crossing the line of another Race Hail Praisedale episode. Until next time, may your tracks be clear and your victories many. Good night, race fans.